Sea level rise has impacted our community in several ways. We have 4 major tourist beaches, and now the amount of time where dry sand is available for tourism is virtually cut in half. And in addition to that, we have a seawall along the longest of our beaches, and it is overtopped it used to be only by storm surges at the moon tides, and now virtually every high tide throughout the winter we get some overtopping. So we're concerned about the future of our tourist economy, and we have responded by creating a plan and incorporate it within our comprehensive plan framework. It incorporates 17 policy elements, utilizing all the different agencies of our government and the private sector to respond to this. And our biggest problem will be finding the money to do the infrastructure relocation that we have sewer and water right down along the beach, and we know that's going to be threatened by future storms. So we've planned well, we're educating, and we're just looking for a higher level of money. Well, the infrastructure relocations and utilization of pumps to get fresh water out from behind the beach. We have formerly salt ponds, now freshwater wetlands that fill up rapidly. So we're talking in orders of magnitude. Our annual budget is roughly $40 million for our little town, and we probably are looking at that amount in terms of infrastructure need, and that's way beyond our capacity to fund locally. Obviously, we'd like the federal government to recognize this is a general responsibility that exceeds any local political boundaries, and this is what we have a federal government for. I think it's a wonderful event from the point of view that we tend, each of us, to be isolated in our fiefdoms and thinking that we're the only ones in the world that have these problems. You come to a meeting like this and you realize it is indeed a national problem, and the majority of the American economy and the American population is directly affected by this. So it helps build solidarity, and hopefully there'll be cross-cutting concerns that will end up us creating regional and maybe even national lobbies to assault Congress on this. Well, the ocean's doing a pretty good job of our education for us. Sea level rise is a palpable thing. Anytime you want to go to the beach, you got to check the tide and make sure there's going to be any beach there available for you, and you have to check your routes for travel unless you want to drive through salt water from time to time. So, that natural evolution is doing a lot of our teaching, and then the Board of Selectmen is cognizant and attempts to involve the people in various aspects of it, and it's being taught in the school system. So I think we're pretty fully aware about it. Well, I met a future national star at this conference, Mayor Don Zimmer of Hoboken. When you get a high-level FEMA official saying that you don't want to be on the other end of the spear from Don Zimmer, you realize you've got somebody who just won't quit. And I look to see her as a coming national star. And it's a wonderful thing to see the South and the North together under common purpose instead of the artificial partisan divisions that have wrecked us in the last 30, 40 years.